Hello everyone, my name is Jay, and as you just saw in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys, or showing you guys, sorry, how to set up a PC emulator to play old console games from, the old school consoles like the Super Nintendo, the N64 like I just showed you, the PlayStation 1 and all of those games. For free, I might add, with relatively no setup required. All you really need is a controller that can connect to your PC that you use to set up and play the games on. You can play with the keyboard, but I think it's better if you have a controller because the games aren't designed to be played with the keyboard, and if you use it at your own discretion, you'll probably have a subpar experience since the controls will probably be awkward to say the least. I mean, when I first used an emulator, I did try and use my keyboard and it didn't work out. It's just not designed to be used with the mouse and keyboard. I mean, there's not really any mouse support. It's primarily a keyboard. Use the arrow keys to move. It's not very user friendly. So enough chit chat. I'm gonna show you guys how to set this up. I'm gonna completely remove what I just had in the little demo thing, and we're gonna start from scratch. Right, so first of all, you don't need to go into the internet just yet. I will advise to create a folder like I just did. In this video specifically, we're going to be doing it for the N64. So you want to call it N64. If you can do this for any other console, you just make a folder and name it appropriately. If you're doing the PlayStation 1, just put PS1. Or if you're having more than one, you can just make a folder called emulator games and then put all the subfolders in that main folder. But for this video, I'm just doing one emulator, so let's not get carried away here. They're all relatively easy to set up. They differ from program to program, but they usually don't take much technical mastery to achieve. It's relatively straightforward. I will also stress that this is for a Windows setup, since that is the operating system I'm on. I'm on Windows 10 64-bit version. If you're on a Mac, I'm sorry, I may make a video about this in the future, but for now it's primarily just for Windows users. So if you are on Mac, I'm sorry. You can maybe look around and find out how to do it yourself. But if enough people really want me to make one for the Mac, I will do, but for now we're sticking with Windows. Right, now you've made your folder, we can go over to the internet. Now first off, we want to go to coolrom.co.uk. This is the main site I used to use. You used to be able to download the games from here, but they've removed specific games from specific consoles due to Nintendo having a big controversy with N64 and stuff like that. So you can still download the emulator program on here, but you cannot download the games from this website anymore. I would like to stress that this is completely safe. It's fine to do. It's just an alternative, easy way to play old games. If you've never played them before and you want to play them for the first time, or you do and you're no longer on the console and you just want a quick, easy way to play the games without having to go out, buy the console, buy all the games, and then find an old retro TV that works on. So this is just a really simple way, and also it's pretty good if you want to make like let's plays on, because it's a really easy setup. You don't need any crazy capture device or anything, just some PC programs will work pretty fine. These games aren't demanding at all. They're made on like 20-year-old hardware, so it should be good to go if you're not using a toaster. But enough chit chat, we want to go over here. I'll do it again on the main website. Go to the navigation menu, go over to emulator, and if you're following along, we want to go down to N64. And there's 4 programs to choose from. You can pick which one you want, but if you want to follow along with the video, I would suggest downloading Project 64. It's honestly the simplest and easiest one to set up, so we're going to do that, and you go and download that. There will be Usually there's an ad here, but it's not this time. And while it's downloading, I suggest you go check out WinRAR if you don't have that already. It's a pretty good extraction and archiving, zipping program that's just pretty powerful and very convenient. Once you've done that, you can save it wherever you want. We're going to save it to the desktop. Once you've done that, and if you have WinRAR, you should see this. If not, it will just be a normal looking zip file. You do the same process. You just right click and you extract it. Make sure you extract it to the project 64, the one at the bottom. Don't go extract here or extract files, because that will just create all the files without them being in a folder. You want them in the folder, so you want to go extract to project 64 like so. Once you've done that, you can go in there and open the program. It's the .exe file. Set the language, and there you go. There's no installation. The program is up and running. There's the options, open ROM, set language. We'll get to the controllers in a minute after I showed you guys how to do the games, but we can minimize that for now. Now we want to go get some games. And for this one, we're going to get Super Mario 64. You want to head over to this website. I will leave all the links in the description just in case you're lazy. So yeah, we're gonna download Super Mario 64 USA. It doesn't matter, you can download the EU one if you want, or you can download the Japanese one if you prefer. It's entirely up to you. Once you've done that, it will be a zip folder. Same process, we want to extract it to the file. Now what you want to do, this is what we created the folder for. You want to go in here and you want to drag this N64 file into your folder. I mean, alternatively you can drag the whole folder in, but we already need the file, so that's not something we need. Right, so now we have our first game in there. You do this for all the games you download. You download them and you place them into your folder like so. Now what we want to do is open up Project 64 again and test out the game, and you do this by going to open ROM and then you navigate to your game folder. So here we go, desktop N64, and double click to open the game.
It's me, Mario!
You might want to turn the volume down too by going to options and volume or audio. We probably will be pretty loud. And there you go, the game works. It has basic keyboard controls to start off with by default, but we want to configure those to use our controller, right? So what we do is end the emulation real quick, or you can go to F12, and there's graphics options too if you want to change how big the window is. You can also drag it out too, but yeah, you can play around with those. But what we really want to what we're really interested in here is the controller. Now if you already have a controller plugged in, you can just select it from the options. I have my Xbox controller here. The Xbox controller and PlayStation controller will work. You just need to have a controller with enough buttons that can be set or assigned here, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So how you assign the buttons is pretty simple. You just click on the button and then you press the button you want to assign it to on your controller. So what I did then was it was up, so I pressed up on my controller, and we'll do the same for down, left and right. Now on the analog stick, you click up and then you move your analog stick up, down, left and right. Just a quick reminder, when you click the button you have like 8 seconds to assign it, or you have to do it again. Now because I'm using the Xbox controller, I have 2 analog sticks. For the C buttons, which are these, which since then don't actually have 8 buttons on my controller, I'm just going to assign them to the other analog stick. So for up, we go up. It's sort of how the GameCube controller looks like, or functions. Down, left, right. And for B, I'm going to press B. And for A, I'm going to press A. And the start button, Z, that one, left trigger, right trigger, right trigger. You can save these for later use if you want, but you can usually just click OK. And if you go over to File and go down here, it will open your previously played game. And now your controller should work. So we're going to go into it real quick. Press start. Okay, sometimes it bugs out and you have to do it twice, which is really annoying, so I'll just do that real quick. Alternatively, like I said, you can just save the profile and load it in, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, sometimes this does happen, so you might have to do this twice. But once you've done it and it's working, it should work all the time. I've never known it to not do this once you've set it up twice. Yeah, it works now, see? I have my analog stick. Press A and you open the game. And that's pretty much it. I will go and download another game real quick just to show you guys how this works with other games. It's basically the same setup. I'll also show you me downloading the game too. So the main place you go is you go to this website and you go /rom/n64. You would go to you would go to you would go to wherever else it is. Here we go. Consoles. Yeah, this is how you would navigate to whichever you're doing. You would go over to ROMs, ISOs, games, consoles, N64. If you're doing the PlayStation 2, for example, that's where you would go. If you're doing the GameCube, you'd go there. But here, what should we download? Mario Kart. You just click on that. You scroll down, you click on the download link, and then you click on the download link again. You save it to your desktop. You extract it. Grab the file, put the file in here, go to N64, open ROM, and then open Mario Kart. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, I would actually suggest that you once you set this up, I suggest you save this, because it's actually bugging out every time I load a new game in now. So forget what I previously said about it being a glitch. I think it does that every time you load a new game in. So my advice to you would be to actually, once you set this up, you click on the save button, and then every time this happens, you just load in the profile. I will show you that so we can see how it works. Right, so what you do is just go to save. You can save it in N64, and you can just name it the controller you're using. So we'll just call it Xbox. Basically, every time this will go to none, and then we'll go back. So we'll exit out of that. So if you go here, you go load, you go Xbox, you select your Xbox, you go load Xbox, and it'll have all your buttons. You go boom, and then you go Mario Kart, and now you should have controller support. Yep, it does it every time you do the game. So you go boom, And there you go. So what you do is when you start the game, then you go to controller and you load it. Don't do it before the game starts because it will just override it. Wait till the game loads and then do that. So that has been it, guys, for this video. Hopefully it did help you. I tried to make it pretty simple and easy to follow. If it did, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below if you're having any issues. I'll try and help you out down there. But hopefully it does work for you. If it did, that's great. Go and enjoy these great games. And yeah, keep gaming, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care now.